Okay, morning. Hi, how are you? Thank you for coming. I'm going to talk to you about augmented reality as it's applied in the retail environment. So for retailers and for brands, and some work that we've been doing. So needless to say, the kind of context of AR generally is that the physical and digital worlds are converging, and we think that AR is effectively the platform and the channel in which that's happening. And increasingly we see AR as becoming a very normalised behaviour. In lots of contexts, it's enhancing the way we live, work, the way that we play, the way we socialise, and the way that we shop. And there's lots and lots of examples of this. And obviously, the play aspect was very well illustrated by Pokemon Go. I don't know if many people here still play it. I'm about to get to level 35. Very proud of that. And as Blippar, we've been going since 2011. We're a startup, UK-based, really into scale-up stage now. We effectively have what we call an ecosystem, a platform, and a whole series of different products that can be used in different ways. But I'll go into some aspects of that later on. And on our journey, we've worked with lots and lots of the big brands and big holding companies, and also agencies. We've been recognised as leaders in artificial intelligence and AR in numerous awards and as a significant disruptor in the industries. So getting back to AR and retail, and obviously the kind of truism around retail is that e-commerce has hugely disrupted it. It's changing the business models, it's changing viability in many different ways. And when we think about shopping and thinking about why people love shopping when it's great, there are three things. It's about seeking out value, usually cheap value. It's about having great experiences. Obviously that's not always the case, but retailers always seek to make it so that people enjoy the time and come back more often and make it a differentiator. And the third thing is to do with discovery, ubiquitous discovery. You go there, you buy the thing you're out to buy, and then people actually enjoy finding other things. So if you think of all those, and then think about how e-commerce has done this, you can see why e-commerce has disrupted physical retail. The question then is, how does physical retail start to bring some of that back? And our view on augmented retail is all about that kind of mindset. When we think about it, we don't think about a single touch point, we think about the whole shopper journey. So pre-store, at home, triggering behaviour, the route to the store, actually navigating to categories, when you're at the shelf, when you're deciding what to buy, particularly for a complex purchase. And then also there are lots and lots of retail contexts where there's an expert. It could be in a pharmacy, it could be in a beauty department of a store, a drugstore or a grocery store, where the AR tool can be a part of how an expert helps a shopper. So just some context. There are three examples I'm going to take you through really quickly, some work that we've done recently. The first is some work we've done with Covent Garden. So this is effectively a retail estate competing for footfall versus other retail estates. The second one is Max Factor. So it was a P&G brand, it's now Coty. And this is a brand seeking to help shoppers kind of navigate to purchase at the shelf and then use the products in a category where it's quite hard to get exactly the right product for you. And the third is McDonald's, and that was about enhancing the in-store experience so that people come back more often. So first, Covent Garden. The Covent Garden is the landlord for that whole estate. They've got a couple of hundred tenants who are stores, and at Christmas they wanted to differentiate themselves so that families having their day out shopping would go to Covent Garden rather than Oxford Street or Regent Street or Bond Street. And what we did was we worked very closely with them and built out an interesting strategy, which with a third partner actually was Hearst Magazines, where one aspect of it was having a game where you'd hunt, it's a bit Pokemon, you'd hunt around looking for Rudolph, who was lost, and you had to find 8 different Rudolph posters, and that unlocked a prize, and it was gamified in a light way. And the other aspect was navigating your way to shops, and this started with the maps and also with posters that were on the front of the stores where you could get deals, and once you got into the shop, you could get content on some of the hero products of each of those shops. So I've got here a video, which was the seeding video, which we used to launch the campaign in social. So you can see the posters, they were dotted all over Covent Garden. You may have seen them yourself. They were like this. You flip them with a Blippar app, and you could collect the reindeers. On the fronts of the stores were various posters, and then also these other posters with barcodes which have the deals, and then inside 10 cards and other touch points with content on hero products that came from Hearst magazines. Some cool stuff like the Christmas tree, which had AR presents on it. And when you got to the end and you found Rudolph, it unlocked this animation, this beautiful animation, which you could then take an AR selfie with. So you could kind of take a picture of a family with Rudolph flying around. People like stuff like that. So, in a very short space of time, we persuaded 140 different stores to take part. So when you got to Covent Garden, you couldn't move but see opportunities to scan. And that was really important for us because we wanted to see what would happen if it wasn't like sporadic AR opportunities, but everywhere. And these are some of the results. So of the interactions we had, 53% of the interactions were to do with getting deals, and 47% were interacting with the game. So that was quite interesting. It's about half and half. People wanted to have fun, and people wanted to get deals. On average, each user interacted 8.1 times. So there was a loss of cyclical behaviour on the day. Of the people who took part in the reindeer hunt, 52% found all 8. So what we think there is the kids must have worked it out, grabbed the phone and kind of tore around looking for the different coloured posters. 30% clicked to redeem offers, and on average, each user interacted with 3 different stores. And then finally, 56% of the people who unlocked the reindeer took selfies and shared it on social. So in many different ways, it showed a huge amount of engagement, and it showed how some of these very, very simple gamification mechanics can result in lots and lots of cyclical behaviour when you add a digital layer onto the environment. The next example is some work we've done with Max Factor. This is live in Boots at the moment, if you want to try it out. And what they wanted to do here is differentiate in a very, very competitive marketplace with, and bring to life the expertise of Mr. Max Factor, the guy who founded the brand. Now, he invented makeup. He was a Hollywood makeup artist. He gave Marilyn Monroe her look, and it's kind of forgotten about. Now, what they asked us to do was to work out how to bring that expertise to life on the product at the point of purchase to help women get to the product they want. So what we did was, through a series of stages, and I'm cutting to the chase, the final stage here, is have it so that every single product in the Max Factor range, over 500 products, when you scan the product, in this instance via the barcode, because that was the way we could get to accurate identification of a particular SKU, product SKU, AR showed you the look you could get from that product through, like a visual slider. It helps you select the right colour and comparing the colours with your skin tone. There were videos from beauty consultants showing you how to get that look so that you could scan again when you got it home, and it would show you how to do contouring or how to apply a particular piece of makeup. And it also allowed you to repurchase. So I'm just going to quickly show you what that experience looked like. So here's a particular product. Scan the barcode. And you get a page on the product, description of the product, ratings and reviews, a slider like that for this particular product showing you the eye effect you can get, a video from a Max Factor beauty consultant showing you how to achieve that look. And then also, if you, it starts to cross-sell other products in the range which is in front of you to help you get a kind of more unified look. You may have noticed at the first screen there was a buy now button. Now that wasn't for in-store, that was for out-of-store to drive repurchase. So these are the kind of stats we've got here. So on average, each user interacts 3.5 times with different Max Factor products once people get in, so some degree of cyclical usage. What we find is 82% click through to purchase, so we don't know if they complete that purchase because what it does is it drives traffic to boots.com onto the product page for that particular product. And what was really interesting is 70% actually trusted the suggestions and switched their product choices based on the suggestions that came up in the app to do with colour choice and so on. Finally, McDonald's. So we did this at Christmas with Leo Burnett with the agency here. And this was about McDonald's giving every customer good times, which is their brand idea. Now how do you give them a good time? bring the brand to life. And then it was about getting people to understand that they could come back and to give them incentives to return. Now the form of this was a tray liner. So you've got your McDonald's, you're eating in your tray liner, right there, you eat your food, and then this liner appears with a call to action for Blippar in the middle. You scan the tray liner, and every day for the Christmas season, the advent calendar came to life, and one of the windows opened, a different one on every day, and you got a chance to win a prize draw. So you could have one entry per day, and so that was the frequency driver. You'd come back to have another entry. And you could win a £10 Amazon voucher. Now what we also had was a series of different AR content experiences that again brought the Christmas theme to life. And I've got a little video here which kind of shows you the different aspects. So you scan, one of the windows opens out, Christmas cracker appears, and on this occasion the user won. And then just scanning around, these are the kinds of content experiences that you get, like snowmen coming to life, 3D snow scenes. Had one where you were in a bobsleigh race with Santa, and you were kind of skiing down a slide. And so what we've got here is we've got over 500,000 interactions, 2 interactions per user on different occasions. So we haven't tracked it through completely, but we've got some evidence of people coming back and doing it a second time. So those are the 3 examples I wanted to show you. Now getting into a few other nuts and bolts and looking forwards a little bit. When you execute on Blippar or on our AR ecosystem, to make it happen, there are kind of 2 high-level decisions you need to make. The first one is to do with who's going to create the content. Now, Blippar can create content, but also we hugely encourage agencies to do that. In that we supply our tools and consult with them, and encourage them to create the content. And on the other side is whether the actual AR is going to come to life on the Blippar app or on a brand app, in which case we can either use the Blippar app or we have an SDK and various different APIs to plug into third-party apps. And I figured that was quite important because that emphasis has shifted quite a lot in recent times in Blippar, in that we very much, our vision is to democratize the use of AR and make it so that it can appear in different ways using different people's technology. Right, so final little bit, what I wanted to do is just give you a little look forwards as to what we're creating. Now, our heritage is as an augmented reality app. Now, our vision going forwards is to augment the entire world, and this idea of creating the visual browser for the world around you. Now, where Blippar's headed is this idea: you have your phone open. It could be on your phone, it could be on a headset in the future, and whatever you look at, Blippar will recognise it and show you content. So it could be AR from a tray liner in McDonald's. It could be a car outside. It could be some food. It could be a location, a building in a particular location. So what I'm going to show you is a video of what we're building as our future state. In here there are about 10 different use cases, and I'll talk you through them as we go through. We've put live 3, now actually we just put live the 4th one. There's another 2 or 3 coming this year and some are for the future. Thank you very much, I hope that was interesting.